Welcome to The Explainer. So I'm absolutely thrilled to share this one with you today because, honestly, we're looking at something that feels like it's pulled right out of a sci-fi movie, but it's a very real, very powerful reality sitting right there on your desk right now. We are talking about the highly anticipated release of OpenJarvis version 1.0. This is a totally groundbreaking open-source framework, and it's designed to do one incredible thing: put personal AI agents directly onto your own hardware. We're talking no corporate middlemen, no forced internet connections, just you and your own personal intelligence engine.
Okay, let's dive into this. Does your personal AI really need the cloud? I mean, right now, the standard for almost every major personal AI tool on the market is to take every single request you make, whether you're just, drafting a quick email, doing some basic math, or even analyzing a highly confidential private document, and send it all the way over the internet to some remote servers. But why do we just accept this as the default? The reality of today's tech is that local models are already highly capable of handling our day-to-day chat and reasoning tasks perfectly well, literally without ever leaving your machine. So we're really looking at a massive paradigm shift here. While standard AI stubbornly sends every single request up to the cloud, OpenJarvis flips the entire script. It makes local first the default behavior. Your models run entirely locally, right on your machine. And the cloud? Well, the cloud becomes purely optional. It's a complete reversal of the norm, one that prioritizes your privacy, your speed, and your autonomy. Now let's look at how this fits into a much larger movement happening right now in the scientific community.
Section 1. The Local AI Revolution, Stanford's Vision.
It's super important to understand the pedigree behind this tool. OpenJarvis isn't just some weekend project slapped together by hackers in a garage. No, it's a serious scientific endeavor built by top-tier researchers over at Stanford University, specifically Stanford's Hazy Research and Scaling Intelligence Labs. Having that kind of academic foundation gives this open-source framework just incredible credibility. They aren't building a toy here, they're trying to solve some of the most fundamental problems in how we actually interact with artificial intelligence.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core philosophy driving those Stanford labs. It's a concept they call intelligence per watt. So what exactly does that mean for us? Well, it means the researchers aren't just blindly chasing the smartest, largest AI model at any financial or environmental cost. Instead, they're treating energy consumption, financial cost, and latency, which is basically just the speed at which the AI actually responds to you, as equally important metrics right alongside raw accuracy. Efficient local AI is the ultimate goal here. They want to make sure it doesn't drain your laptop battery or require a massive energy-hungry server farm just to tell you the weather, right?
Section 2. Setting up your workspace from zero to Jarvis.
Now, you might be sitting there thinking that setting up a Stanford-grade local AI sounds incredibly complicated, maybe a bit tedious, but look at how fast and approachable it actually is, especially now with version 1.0's new built-in support. Getting your own Jarvis up and running is basically just 3 simple steps. First up, you download and install the popular local model runner, Ollama. It doesn't matter what operating system to use, it totally supports Mac OS, Windows, or Linux. Second, you install OpenJarvis itself. If you're on a Mac or Linux, there's a simple install script. If you're on Windows, you just run it inside WSL2, which is Windows' native Linux subsystem. And what's really amazing is that the install script actually auto-detects your existing Ollama setup and automatically configures a starter model for you. And step 3, you literally just type the word Jarvis and hit enter. That's the whole shebang. You've got a local AI.
Now, while you do get that starter model right out of the box so you can begin experimenting immediately, you are completely in the driver's seat when it comes to the underlying engine. If you want to customize your models, it is incredibly straightforward. You can easily pull pretty much any open-source model you want straight through Ollama. Once you've got a model you prefer, you simply set it as your default by opening up your OpenJarvis config.teml file and just adding it right in there. It's designed to be totally flexible to fit your specific workflow and needs.
Section 3. Ready to run personal agents.
So the crucial point is that OpenJarvis doesn't just hand you a blank, blinking cursor and, wish you the best of luck. OpenJarvis 1.0 ships with ready-to-run presets, and these presets are absolutely fantastic because each one perfectly bundles a specific agent with the exact engines and tools it needs to execute its task. Right out of the box, you get access to 3 highly capable built-in agents: the morning briefing agent, the research across files agent, and the local coding agent. Let's start by looking at that morning briefing agent. Just picture this. You wake up,
Pour your coffee, and your own secure local AI has already generated a personalized daily brief just for you. It securely sorts through your private local calendar, reads through your personal emails, and pulls the relevant day's news right from the web. Then, it synthesizes all of that into a crisp summary of exactly what you need to know to start your day. And here's the best part. Because it's running locally, your private schedule and those sensitive personal emails never had to be beamed up to some corporate server for analysis.
Next up, we have the Research Across Files agent. This one is an absolute game changer for students or professionals. Imagine having a really complex question, and instead of just endlessly scrolling through Google, your AI seamlessly scans both the wide web and your own private local documents sitting right there on your hard drive. It synthesizes all of that scattered information and hands a comprehensive answer right back to you. Best of all, it provides that answer fully backed by direct citations, so you can verify exactly where every piece of information came from.
Finally, let's talk about the local coding agent. This represents a massive leap forward for personal productivity. We're talking about an AI agent that doesn't just passively suggest lines of code for you to copy and paste. No, it actually writes and runs Python code directly on your machine to get specific tasks done. It essentially acts like a tireless, ultra-fast junior developer sitting right there on your local hardware, securely executing scripts to automate your workflow, all without needing an ounce of cloud compute.
Wow, we've covered some truly groundbreaking territory today, looking at how the AI landscape is really shifting away from that forced cloud dependency and moving toward truly private, powerful, and efficient local AI. Which leads us to the ultimate question. With artificial intelligence now capable of running efficiently and securely right there on your own hardware, what will your Jarvis build for you? I highly encourage you to go check out the OpenJarvis GitHub repository or read through their official documentation so you can start building your own local first intelligence. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring.